Hey everybody, Matt Williamson here. I just wanted to check back in with you and thank you all for the support and the prayers that you've sent in light of the passing of my wife Heather. We just had the funeral last weekend and everything went really well. And this guy's not doing so well. Can you sit here please? Huh? The funeral went so well. We had the mass and the reception afterwards, and had a lot of great turnout actually. So through all that, I was getting people were contacting me, and a friend of mine, Barbara, who's an old friend of mine, she had sent her condolences and asked me, she said, Matt, are you going to play any Beatles music at the funeral? And I said, I hadn't thought of that. And that's a good idea, Barbara. So what I did was I took her idea, and I wanted to do something special for Heather anyway. So I did basically a montage of photos of Heather, and I put that over a bed of Beatles music. And the Beatles music is also a montage of their songs. And it took me about a week to do it, and it took a long time, and it was a little bit difficult to get through because it was basically all the things we had done together. So it was showing a joyful time, but obviously it was hard to do. But the more I worked on the video, the more it came together, and the better I felt about it, and the better I felt I was honoring her. So, and I showed it at the reception after dinner. It went over really well. And then some of the people that couldn't make the dinner, you want to come up here? Come over here. Come on, over here. Only if you're going to be quiet. All right. So at the dinner, obviously not everybody could make the funeral. So I sent it to some select people and a couple Beatle fans, friends of mine, and just to get their, share it with them. And one particular guy who's a friend of mine, who's also a YouTuber and content creator, made a suggestion because at that time, I didn't think I'd be putting that out to the public because I was a little nervous about that. He said, Matt, I think you should do it. He said, as content creators, we oftentimes are always trying to please our viewers and our listeners. And, there comes a time when you've earned the right to post something for yourself. So I thought that was good advice. And that's why I'm going to post this video. And it's not just for myself, but it's also for you guys, because the Beatle component makes it special in a way that fits this channel. And it shows the Beatles music and how poignant it is and how emotional it is. And those are two of the reasons why their music has stood the test of time. And it's why we still love them so much. So anyway, that's what I wanted to do and show that with you and share it with you guys. Now, since this video, okay, enough bogey. Thank you. Since this video is all Beatles music, there were some copyright issues, so much so that it won't play in certain countries. So if you live in Belarus or Russia, you can't see it. So I'm sorry about that. So you guys are out of luck, but the rest of you should be able to see it okay. And for my Patreon supporters, I will post the audio-only file for you to download. Now, for those of you who are not Patreon supporters, feel free to use... Hey, stop it. This guy, he's been real clingy, as you might imagine. He's having a hard time, actually, without his Heather. Those of you who... this is free for you to use for any memorial you like to use. Just use it for your own pleasure, whatever you want. And people have been asking me to include a tip jar. So I've got my Patreon supporters. But those of you who don't want to have a recurring charge, one-time donation can be done with this tip jar function I have that's listed below. So that helps the channel and helps me make these videos. So I'd appreciate anything you can give. So let me show you now my life with Heather in 9 minutes.
I give her all my love, that's all I do. And if you saw my love, you'd love her say she once had me. You have found her, now go and get her. Remember to let her into your heart, then you can start to make it better. But of all these friends and lovers, there is no one compares with you, and these memories lose their meaning when I think of love as something new. Though I know I'll never lose affection for people and things that went before. I know I'll often stop and think about them. In my life, I love you more. Maybe I'm amazed at the way you're with me all the time. Maybe I'm afraid of the way I leave you. Maybe I'm amazed at the way you help me sing the song, right me when I'm wrong. Maybe I'm amazed at the way I really need you. The sun is up, the sky is blue, it's beautiful, and so will you be, Prudence. Won't you come out to play? I want her everywhere, and if she's beside me, I know I need never care. But to love her is to need her everywhere. Something in the way she knows, and all I have to do is think of her. Something in the things she shows me. I don't want to leave her now. You know I will leave her now. Penny Lane is in my ears and in my eyes. There beneath the blue suburban skies. Penny Lane. When I'm walking beside her, people tell me I'm lucky. Can't stop thinking about her now. Every little thing she does for me, yeah. And you know the things she does for me. Your day breaks, your mind aches. There will be times when all the things she said will fill your head. You won't forget her. All things must pass away. You and I have memories longer than the road that stretches out ahead. Let it be, let it be, let it be. Love was such an easy game to play. Now I need a place to hide away. Oh, I believe in yesterday. Whatever happened to the life that we once knew? Can we really live without each other? Where did we lose the touch that seemed to mean so much? Always made me feel so free.
To all of you for just being very special people in my life for so long. Life is a journey, and we've had so much fun together. And just thank you for all your support and love and care over the years. Y'all are very special to me.